Okay, back with another Madden Lab 101 here, guys. I discovered something against the cover 4. Most people like to use the cover 4 palms. That's a popular one. I've seen it on other YouTubers and, experienced it on online play. So they kind of run like a man-to-man cover 4. But if you remember from my previous videos from 19, you'll remember this play, and this just completely nullifies the cover 4. I mean, they might actually have to change the dynamics of the game if they ever see this particular play. I hope they don't, because I want people to continue to run the cover 4. But that's okay. So what we're going to do is, for a little refresher here, we're going to show you the formation. It's gun tight, offset tight end. And you're supposed to be in the HB1 package to get the 4th wide receiver on the field and take off the tight end. You'll see my tight end is Randall Cobb, which is not, typical. But it's nice because obviously they can run fast routes, and then sometimes they're better route runners, especially if you have, good receivers and you don't have a great tight end on your team. So then the play is Y out. So Y out, you're going to audible into that. And I like this formation because it allows you to use the sides of the field better. It gives you you're playing from an inside-out dynamic, and that makes the game easier for me. And it should for anybody. But obviously in this game this year, the out routes are very overpowered, for lack of a better phrasing. So we'll just run an out route here. This is without any audibles whatsoever, and we'll just see. Okay. So they pretty much come open no matter what, on out routes. Now that was a perfect example of them not taking the bait. So that was not a palms defense. I'm just running a random cover 4. So I'll show you what to do against all the scenarios in which the cover 4 either drops back or they play close up. So I mean, I can't really control when they're gonna drop back like that, but I have something to do against that as well. But what I'm going to focus on right now, hopefully, depending on if the game is running the right cover 4, is I'm going to focus on the home run ball here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Y out, then you're going to hot route X to a flat route like that. Then you're going to take the running back. I put Pollard in this case because he's faster. And Zeke's holding out, so I guess that rings true to form. And then you're going to just run them on a streak. So this is going to give you 2 options. Now, if they float back and they don't pick up man-to-man style or pressure the wide receivers, then you're just going to run Gallup on a slant. But I don't know that they're going to do that on this one because I just have it randomly rotating. So I'm just going to go back and set it up this way. Now, it's more difficult to get the home run if they do float back, but if they are doing that, you just simply run Gallup on a slant, and then a seam opens up on the right side for him because they're drawing all the attention away. X is drawing the corner out wide, and then X and circle are driving these guys down the field, so it creates a nice pocket for him in the slant. But I'm not going to do it right now because it's a little confusing. They get a little jumbled, and you have to make a really quick read if they're not floating back. So let's check out the play. So I only have a 92 speed on that, or on that guy. That's Amari Cooper. And that was a quick throw by me. I really should have waited a little bit longer. He would have got the touchdown for sure. But here you go. See, now they floated back. See, they floated back. But as you'll see on the right side, what I'm talking about, if I would have run them on a slant, so you'll know right away if they're doing that. If they're floating, and then you wouldn't do that. You would just run this guy on a slant. And you'll see that pocket open up. So he'd be running on a slant, and he hits this pocket right here, and then boom, you just hit you hit it on the run. Now, you'll probably get tackled somewhere around the 50-yard line from the 20. So, you get between 20 and 30 yards which is not as good as a home run, obviously. But you know, it's gonna irritate them either way. It's gonna make them back off. And so here's the home run ball. Hopefully, I don't know why it does that. It sometimes your hot routes will get jammed up, but I noticed if you go to the line, like adjust the offensive lineman, it'll go back to normal. So that's a good tip as well. All right, so watch. You can either do it on this side. Look at the running back, and then you just catch it on the run, and then boom, he's got the touchdown. And obviously, like I said, that guy's a little faster. But you always, I think, especially in my offense, I don't know how you run your offense, and obviously not on the goal line, but you usually want to catch on the run. So if you catch on the run, if you find something that works, you really want to hit that square button when the receiver, you know, catches the ball or when he's about to catch the ball. Let's see here. Get the setup back up. And I'm telling you, this guy right here, he is always open. Now, again, I made the read a little late. So if you want that guy to come open for sure, you just do this, watch. So instead of doing that, I'll just send this guy in a streak or something like that. Let's say you know you have that matchup. Let's say you know he's running palms for certain. That's the only reason I'm running that. It's more complicated the way I was running it because you don't know what cover 4 they're in because I'm rotating all of them. And so I wanted something that would work against all of them all the time. But if you know he's running cover palms, this is a touchdown for sure. Watch this. Boom. Touchdown. There's just nothing they can do against it. Even if they use or control that guy, that's why you have it on the opposite field going to the running back. That makes it way easier because it clears out the guys underneath if you do that. If you do it that way, like that. And then, you know, you don't even really need to send that guy on a streak. As long as he gets one-on-one versus that safety, he's good. I mean, look at that. I mean, my guy's not even that fast. I mean, Antoine Bethea is probably pretty slow these days because I remember him from, like, being with the Colts. But, and the San Francisco 49ers, obviously, after that. But, you know, Amari Cooper's not that fast. Yes, he's a good route runner, but he's not that fast. He's 92. You know, that's, every team has a 92 speed wide receiver. I mean, if you don't, I mean, you're still going to get very, very large gains anyway. But go back to the original setup, or I'm sorry, the kind of more, I don't know, widely used setup because it just gives you like a different variety. See, look at the running back, man. He is just wide open. Look at that. And again, I put my fastest running back in just to show. Pretty sure you're going to hit that. I mean, not everyone's always starting at the 20-yard line anyway. I'm showing you that, you know, they're hitting it from basically a touchback position. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, let's see if we can't get the slant real quick. Let's see this setup here. Okay, so that's your normal setup, and then we're just going to run square on a slant instead. We'll see what happens here. And maybe they'll float back, maybe they won't. They didn't, but then R1 still comes wide open. He still eats up that guy, and you're still going to the house for a touchdown. I was hoping that they would run a floating one, and I don't know which one it is, so I can't just go into it and pick it specifically. Not positive which one it is, and I don't really care, to be honest with you, because you can make that adjustment in game. If you see that they're floating back, you still have the corner route, because the corner route will still come underneath the safety. It's basically impossible to guard that route in this game. I don't understand, you know, why they did that, but see, look at that. He still was confused, and I still got a large gain, but I wouldn't throw it to that guy. Obviously, you want to throw it to the running back over the top in that situation. But hopefully they give us a one where they didn't do it again, but that's okay. Anyway, see, that's the pocket that will open up right there. So that's the type of pocket that will open up. I threw it a little sooner so that he would do it anyway. And you're still going to get a very large gain no matter what cover 4 they pick. See, there you go, right there. Boom. Look at that. I mean, you're just eating the cover 4 alive. I mean, and it's not just for small gains. It's not like you're picking it apart. You're just scoring touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, or 40-yard gain after 40-yard gain. I mean, so, I mean, if I was at the 50-yard line, I mean, all of these would be touchdowns. They're just catching me because there's so much field. But one more just for the hell of it. Let's see. Should we run it regular? Yeah, let's just run it regular. And then look at this guy just running wide open. Look at that. He couldn't catch him. This guy's not a burner by any means. 92 is like, you know, it's fast in the game, but it's not, you know, Tyreek Hill or any of these guys. So, you know, I got Tavon Austin on the opposite side, but I like to put Cooper at that spot because in case it's man-to-man, he'll still be his man. That's my best wide receiver running man-to-man. So, yeah, so obviously the cover 4 is irrelevant now. You're welcome. Hit that like and hit that subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. I'll show you more coverages and how to beat them.